There are 7 female streamers who perfectly embody each of the 7 deadly sins. First one up is pride, the hallmark of Valkyrae, whose insatiable desire to be seen fuels her toxic persona. What happens when a sin convinces you you'll never age, never fade, never lose? Valkyrae built an empire on that belief.
I've gotten over it. I'm probably never having kids. It is what it is. I'm probably gonna play video games for the rest of my life. I'm probably gonna be as hot for as long as I can.
On its surface, it sounds casual, but listen closer, and it's something else entirely. A manifesto of pride, the belief that beauty, fame, and success can outlast time itself.
And I'm probably gonna keep making money in the best ways I can, which is like doing commercials and shows. Like that's probably what's gonna happen for the next like 40 years until I die. And I think people are just gonna keep being mad at me about it. It is what it is. I don't know, man. I don't know.
The internet didn't stay quiet and threw ageist insults at the streamer, saying nobody wants to see a 40-year-old play video games.
Rich with no children, a pointless life, LMAO. I hate to break it to you, Valkyrae, but nobody wants to watch a 40-year-old play video games.
And while some mock her, others were feeding her pride. One user commented, "I'm 43, married for 20 years, have 3 teenagers, and play video games with all of them. And it's the greatest time ever. P.S. We also go outside and do things since they also play sports for their school." Valkyrae made the most of the drama, making conflicting statements and feeding off the confusion and the attention.
I'm starting a family.
Oh!
Wait,
congrats.
that can't be right. I saw the Clippers say the opposite.
Oh, that was clip farming. I'm having kids now. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel for my kids. Also, you know, there's a lot of, the world is dying.
Yeah.
So many damn babies out there. It's just a really sad planet. So it's like, do I really want to bring another
Do I want to
person?
contribute to that?
Is this confidence or pride? Perhaps both, fed with sad delusion, thinking you are still 20 years old walking through your college corridors.
I genuinely, I can't see myself having kids. I don't know. Don't you feel like streaming and gaming all this time is kind of mentally still?
Yes.
Absolutely. I
Yes.
feel so, like, I
I'm not
feel like
ready.
I'm in my early 20s, like my brain, but like, people have kids like at this time.
The attention and delusion fed her pride. To her, she was at the top. No one could be her hot gamer girl persona. So, in pure Valkyrae fashion, a little too in over her head, she launched her skincare line, Reflect, promising protection from blue light that glows from screens we stare at all day. The science was thin at best. After spending thousands of hours being in front of a screen and having only the protection of blue light glasses for her eyes, Rachel Valkyrae Hofstetter, a gamer, entrepreneur, and content creator, sought to create Reflect, a skincare line dedicated to defending the skin from the effects of blue light. Dermatologists said the sun's blue light is exponentially more harmful than what a screen emits, yet the site claims it could prevent damage. Backlash set in fast, and critics called it pseudoscience. Seriously, this isn't some niche market. We're talking about dermatology, and the sciencey gimmick has to do with screens. Another thing that's not niche and has a lot of research into it since screens are everywhere. At no point was the scam ever going to work. I mean, blue light cream is a thing you can buy. Apparently for $95 too. So it sells. It's just young gamer know all about MLM. Sure, some still fall for it, but the majority won't. Some of those products go upwards of $160. It's absurd. I've read all the ingredient lists. At best, they're sunscreen. They're all bull. Valkyrae responded by acknowledging that fans' concerns were warranted and valid, and admitting to being confused by the lack of transparency. Even her bio on Twitter was tweeted to remove references to Reflect. But her pride couldn't handle being wrong and giving people an honest explanation. So she chose to shut down the whole brand and lose the $4 million investment spent on this. The website also posted about the termination of the brand. And in the end, it was the same pride that left her with nothing but a failed brand, a lonely future, and gaming that stunted her mind. Pride crowned her untouchable, until the crack showed. And when pride dies, it always leaves room for something hungrier. The kind of hunger that sells every angle, every breath. Lust isn't passion, it's consumption. And Amouranth turned herself into the internet's favorite meal. Lust is not a sin of passion, but of consumption. And in the case of Amouranth, the gaming streamer turned only sensation. It's the blurring of the line between person and product.
Is that Yo!
37
Hey, yo!
months. Get the Dukes, Mr. Elden Lord
I just remember this. Is that fucking... Bro, is that Amouranth bathwater?
Caitlin Siragusa, better known as Amouranth, has been banned from Twitch time and again. But the bans have never stopped her. If anything, they became a perverse form of engagement. A signal to her audience that the performance was too real, ensuring her return was always met with greater hunger from the crowd.
Just remember this. Is that fucking... Bro, is that Amouranth bathwater?
Smile.
Online lust lives in the gray areas of platform rules, and Amouranth knew exactly how to play them. From Twitch's 2021 hot tub meta to only, every angle, every stretch, every bikini was engineered from profit.
Yeah, your work ethic is very impressive.
Amouranth is lust personified, but it didn't stay online. It bled into her real life, into a marriage where abuse was allowed to fester.
I would lock my door, but he broke that too. But the objects in my room, I think it was this, like one of the chairs or one of the tables, and like hit it against this wall and made this. This was my dog, but this was him. Just like throw stuff.
She was done with the marriage and the career.
He threatened to kill my dogs. I can't do this anymore. I'm not gonna do this anymore. He's literally trying to ruin my life. He's threatening to kill my dogs. I can't.
Lie to you.
Fuck up. I'm not the one who blew
The
up
victim
real work
here.
for nothing.
Do not
Why?
let the evil
It's
do
like,
gaslight
shut the
you.
Fuck up. I'm not the one who blew it up. You literally told me that you were gonna divorce me, ruin my reputation by lying on my social media, pretending to freaking be the victim here, and that you're gonna kill my dogs. Like, go fuck yourself. 2 minutes, 250k gone. We'll donate 500k in 3 minutes. If no call in 1 minute, I will absolutely make sure Kyron goes to a meatpacking house, and that's what made me lose it. The most was threatening to kill the dogs, and it was like the last one, and I could not take it anymore.
The streamer took a 2-week break after the incident, doing more gaming content. But like it is with lust, she couldn't get enough. So addicted to the attention and money, she continued profiting from her body. It wasn't just Amouranth making all that money. Her husband got his share. Everything appeared fine on the surface, but then came the 12+ hour argument on a live stream. One ex-user pointed out, Amouranth's husband says they were making $2 million a month from Only in 2022 to 2023, and he's mad she's only making $1.2 million a month from Only and Kick. That night, the internet witnessed it all, from cheating accusations to the actual cops showing up.
Kissing black men.
That is not even true. Oh my god.
Oh, we don't want to talk about that.
Amouranth's entire business model runs on lust, an entire empire standing on a cardinal sin. Each ban from inappropriate content, every live argument gained her popularity. And recently, she has returned to Twitch after making $38 million on Kick.
Talk about problems, hey? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Leave!
my
You
face.
can move! You can go away!
I wasn't in camera view. You moved the camera view to me.
Bro? What is wrong with you? You got...
This time, her unapologetic return shocked the internet.
What the f...
She made millions feeding desire. But when lust burns out, the cravings don't stop. It mutates into chaos, the kind that no one embodies more than the loudest streamer in the room. Gluttony isn't just about food, it's about excess, chaos, screaming, breakdowns, and no one fed the appetite like Justaminx. Rebecca, an Irish creator, started as just another kid making videos online. For years, she built a small, loyal corner of the internet.
No! No, 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 no!
But all of that changed when she appeared on Twitch's viral game show, Love or Host.
been on the show a good amount and I still haven't found love. It's not a fault of my own, it's a fault of everyone else's. I am the perfect girlfriend, the perfect future wife.
Suddenly, she wasn't just a niche name. She was center stage, with thousands now watching her every move.
Feelings.
The winner of Lover Host, featuring George, is Just a Minx! Congratulations!
But what those thousands saw wasn't polished content. It was the unraveling of someone consumed by excess. Minx's streams turned into spectacles of emotional breakdowns, screaming fits, and heavy drinking, all broadcast live. And the strangest part? The more unhinged it became, the more people tuned in. Her pain became the show. Her chaos was the attraction.
I get nervous around cute guys, Austin, you freaking ass frick. Shoot. Damn it, I'm trying to be family friendly. There goes me.
It was gluttony in its purest form. Not hunger for food, but an insatiable appetite for attention that consumed everything in its path.
Schlatt, I know.
Like, write it?
I want more screen time!
Oh, fuck are you doing?
But the internet's appetite for disaster is short-lived. Over time, the chaos lost its novelty. Numbers slipped, viewers moved on, and what remained was a streamer focused to confront the wreckage of her own making.
Never have I ever grabbed the wrong person's hand.
Oh my god, I have grabbed the wrong person.
Unlike some, though, Minx hasn't vanished. She's admitted to her struggles and claims she's trying to rebuild. An open question of whether gluttony always ends in ruin, or whether redemption can exist after the excess. Her chaos kept fans watching, but gluttony never ends in satisfaction, only collapse. And when the dust settles, all that's left is jealousy, sharpened, weaponized, and impossible to ignore. Envy doesn't whisper, it claws, it cheats, it takes what isn't earned. And Nadia built her career on envy's poison. Her story begins in early 2021, back when she streamed Call of Duty to an audience of barely 10 people. At first, she seemed like a challenger to the stereotype, a woman proving she could compete with and even surpass male players in one of gaming's most competitive spaces. Her confidence, her bravado, and her message quickly drew attention. Within months, her viewership jumped from a handful of views to hundreds. Nadia wasn't just playing the game, she was positioning herself as the exception.
Oh my god, there's a whole team up here. Yo. Ooh.
Nah,
Look at that.
Who's driving that bus?
Me.
Yo!
Oh,
Yo!
what? I'm gonna get my revenge on that guy.
But with envy, every rise comes with a cost. Nadia's growing ego, her constant reminder that she was a girl gamer outperforming the guys. Jealous of others' skills, she couldn't bear the thought of a better player than her, making every desperate move to come out on top.
I'm 1,000 times better than you, and you guys cannot accept that a girl can just be good at video games.
Driven by envy, Nadia took the kind of risks that destroy careers. The evidence suggests she took them anyway. Clips began circulating. Her crosshair snapped to enemies in ways human reflexes couldn't replicate. Shots landing on targets that weren't even visible on screen.
Wait, I think someone just landed over here, unless... Wait, did I just ping that guy through the wall?
You did. You're a cheater. You're a fucking cheater. You're a fucking cheater. Nah, you can't hide that shit anymore.
Instead of silencing the doubts, Nadia fueled them. She dismissed the accusations as sexism, claiming that men simply couldn't accept being beaten by a woman. But the more she defended, the less convincing it all sounded. Her reputation burned. She even got banned from Call of Duty. And what makes it even worse, that she got banned while live streaming. Yet her numbers? They only climbed. She made sure to have fun in this situation.
Yo, what's up guys? I am at my first ever meet and greet and I have a lot of fans here. Let's go ask some of them the most debatable question. I want to ask you, do you think I cheat?
You don't?
So you think I do?
Everybody thinks you do.
Okay.
She also started hanging out with FalsiTube, a name known for controversy, but she seems not to mind that.
What radars came about when you met me?
Good energy.
They would continue to hang around together on each other's streams as their careers grew and grew.
Envy created a perfect storm. Her critics became obsessed with proving she was cheating, generating thousands of hours of analysis videos. Her defenders rallied harder, treating every accusation as an attack on female gamers everywhere.
I kept getting called Lord Farquaad in my comments, and I never understood why. But then I kept absolutely destroying teams, and then I started to get why. Everyone says it because I am the Lord of Call of Duty, and this clip right here proves it.
Envy destroyed Nadia's reputation completely. Banned from Call of Duty, labeled a cheater by professionals. Career over, right? Wrong. She's still making content with 400,000 YouTube subscribers. The internet taught Nadia the ultimate lesson. Controversy sells. She thrived on accusations, turning every hate comment into fuel. But envy always breeds fire, and fire unchecked explodes into wrath. Wrath isn't anger, it's destruction. And Natalie Reynolds turned rage into her brand. Natalie has carved out her online presence not by building something meaningful, but by stirring outrage.
Milkshake brings all the boys to the farm, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could treat you, but I have to charge my milkshake.
Her infamous drowning clip exposed just how far she would go.
No, all right. You know why I was.
She deliberately made no effort to stop the woman after encouraging her a billion times and let her jump.
Yeah, ready? Oh! Wait, what the fuck?
Instead of stepping in when a woman appeared to be struggling in the water, she mocked the situation, brushing it off as just drugs, and insulted anyone who questioned her.
30 minutes of my stream, like, I spent time convincing someone to jump. See, now she's just floating in the water. I think she's on drugs.
The backlash wasn't about whether the woman was truly drowning. It was about Natalie's complete lack of empathy. That clip cemented her as someone who rage baits and thrives on treating other people as props for content.
This selfish, mentally ill woman comes up to me and, well, I have to try and exploit her for content, so I convince her to jump in the water, and it turns out she's mentally ill.
But this isn't limited to one moment. In her streams, Natalie repeatedly confronts strangers, often choosing the most inappropriate setups just to spark a reaction.
What? Bro, you're a registered sex offender and you're saying what have they done to our schools?
What about it? So what? I'm a registered sex offender. What about it?
Dude, you touched little girls. You touched little girls.
You don't know what the fuck I
know
did.
what you did.
She's been filmed approaching people with crude kiss or slap challenges, manufacturing discomfort purely for engagement.
Kiss or slap?
Slap.
Slap? Yeah.
Be nice.
Thank you. Is that your wife? You're pretty.
Thank you.
What if I said kiss?
Kiss?
Why are you doing this?
It's just a question.
Didn't you say kiss or slap?
Yeah, I did say kiss or slap.
So if I said kiss, what would you have done?
You kissed my cheek. I don't know if that's allowed because you're a wife. Thank you.
Am I going to be on TV?
And unfortunately, kids fall on the list too.
Kiss or slap?
I just want a hug.
You just want a hug?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hug. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so cute. Thank you so much.
The pattern is clear. Anger, shock, exploitation. She knows it riles people up, and she leans into it, using outrage as her brand. She goes outside the TikTok HQ after being banned and stands there shouting on the phone. The fury in her tone, the aggression in her actions, the way she dismisses basic decency, all of it feeds the cycle. Wrath made her viral. Every meltdown a headline. But rage burns fast, and in the silence that follows, greed always whispers the loudest. Greed doesn't always scream. Sometimes it smiles. Sometimes it looks like cookies. And for one of the biggest names on the internet, Pokimane.
But is it worth it? I mean, for me personally, I really love it, so yeah. Like, I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I fucking want it. And I just got it and I was like, oh my god, I fucking love it. So yeah, for me, maybe.
A name that greed nearly shattered and ruined the trust she had spent years building. Seeing the success of influencer empires like Prime and Kyle Cosmetics, Pokimane decided to create something of her own, Mina cookies. Marketed as a healthier alternative to your typical snack, they carried the sheen of a premium product, backed by the influence of one of streaming's biggest stars.
Meet the Midnight Mini Cookie. This bite-sized cookie has real healthy ingredients, is non-GMO, and has added vitamin D for people who are in front of screens for a long time, like me. I've been wanting a healthy snack that tastes good.
At first, it looked like a smart move, but then came the price tag. $7 for a single small bag. High, but not unheard of in the health food market. The real problem was what lay beneath.
So I was sent a PR box of these, so I didn't buy these. I will say I did like them. I was eating them in the car.
Viewers uncovered that Mina cookies were essentially a rebranded copy of an existing snack, with a staggering 225% markup. The only difference? A sprinkle of vitamin D, an addition so minor it was practically meaningless. The internet was quick to notice, and just as the controversy began to swell, Pokimane made the mistake that would push it over the edge. Instead of addressing concerns with humility, she lashed out. If you're a broke boy, just say so.
It's but.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
In that single moment, the mask slipped. The audience that had built her wealth, the very people who placed her at the top, were dismissed as poor, unworthy, and irrelevant. Greed wasn't just in the product, it was in contempt.
Voice critical reaction to the Pokimane cookie situation, calling it nasty and rude.
I don't know what would possess her to say something so rude and nasty to the audience she is trying to sell this product to.
And while Pokimane remains one of the wealthiest streamers alive, worth well over $20 million, this story serves as a chilling reminder. No matter how high you climb, greed has a way of pulling you down. Because greed isn't just about wanting more money, it's about forgetting your roots and messing it all up. So much so that people start drawing you like greed. Greed cracked her image over something as small as cookies. Years of loyalty, undone by a snack. And when greed finally strips everything bare, what's left isn't rage or hunger. It's the sin that doesn't even bother to get out of bed. Sloth isn't harmless. It's the art of being lazy and still cashing in. SweetAnita made the world pay to watch her do nothing. SweetAnita is the perfect embodiment of sloth, and not the funny kind.
That content. It's content. Oh god, this is embarrassing.
Just like throwing expensive stuff for content, she built an empire by doing the bare minimum. Sit in front of a camera, let Tourette's do the heavy lifting, and rake in sympathy points from people who confuse authenticity with laziness. That's her formula. No evolution, no grind, no innovation, just endless recycled clips of outbursts packaged as content. And whenever the momentum dies down, she knows exactly how to stir it back up. Controversy. Remember the infamous moment she slipped the racist word?
What? You're a poster child for cuck, sucker. Wow.
That clip blew up because it was shocking. She leaned into the chaos and played it into the content she makes and posts because of her tics.
It's a nick.
It's I can say anything because of my condition defense, and farming another viral cycle out of it. That wasn't raw truth. That was weaponized sloth, letting outrage do the work.
It's so involuntary. And seeing people claim that I'm faking my tics and being edgy on purpose or trying to get away with racism, just really fragrant, like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Then came the meltdown. She scolded her own fans for being creepy and obsessive, while at the same time feeding them personal stories, trauma dumps, and endless intimate details to keep them hooked.
Carried on talking, and this guy bumped into me, like a bit weirdly, like face on face. Like I think I felt one of his teeth, and I was like, oof.
She fueled her career by dangling her private life as bait, and then blaming her audience when they bite too hard. Zero accountability, zero effort to grow past the chaos.
And that's like, stop it.
Hello, hi.
How are you doing?
I'm really good. Yes, of course.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I am absolutely great. This convention has been really cool. Really, really cool.
Thank you. Would you sign this?
Even outside of Twitch, it's the same story. She'll tweet about how hard her life is, how unsafe the internet is, and yet, she always comes back. She milks every bad experience for sympathy, then goes live the next day to farm donors for the same system she knows is destroying her. SweetAnita doesn't just represent sloth, she monetizes it. Every lazy stream, every rant, every meltdown is part of a cycle that demands nothing from her but endless stagnation. And the worst part is, it works.
I get to make friends with you guys, and maybe you'll still like me when the stream is over.
No. Sorry.
She turned doing nothing into a brand, and people keep buying it. And that's the circle complete. Pride, lust, gluttony, envy, wrath, greed, sloth. 7 sins, 7 streamers. Not cautionary tales, but proof that online, sin isn't punished, it's celebrated. The only question is, how long before we stop feeding it? Or do we keep watching, cheering, subscribing, until their downfall becomes ours? So, what do you think is the worst sin these female streamers committed? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to check out my recent video,